G'day everybody, this is going to be short and sharp. So, start of the season this year, so we started out with a pretty hard pre-season. We ended up going to some trials and there was named a B team, but unfortunately the B team didn't stay together and they went their separate ways, but hopefully next year that'll change. But the A team this year, we started out with a hiss and a roar. We won both our first grading game, and our second one was against the hardest team in the competition, and that was the boys high A team. And obviously boys high are quite strong, so we ended up losing to them. I think it was 38-7, which wasn't too bad in our eyes because they ended up winning the 15B comp, so it's pretty good. So we ended up getting section 1, first round. We went unbeaten. We were building up to a stat game. That was the pinnacle for us, and we ended up playing them and blowing them off the park by about 60 points, I think. We were really tight as a group, but unfortunately throughout our, halfway through our season there was an incident, obviously with Christchurch, some of you may have heard. Credit to the boys, we stayed humble and strong and didn't react on the field, kept it in the game and dealt with it off the field, and I'm pretty proud to be a part of that team. We ended up losing a few games in the second round. We lost to Shirley and we lost to Ototahi, and we really wanted to get those two teams back. So we didn't play Shirley again, but we played Ototahi, and that was a very physical game. These boys are quite big, as you can imagine. They had the physical side of it, but we stuck to our structure. We played smart rugby, and we came away with that win by about 4 points, I think it was. And then we went into the semi-finals against Stack, and this was a very muddy day. Ball was wet. You couldn't even tell who was on whose team. But that game was good because we had to kind of change our game plan, and that showed how good a team we were, adapting to any situation. We won that game. Can't remember what the score was, but on Saturday we obviously played Shirley in the final, and started that game. You know, we were leading up to that. We were fizzing at training. It was very physical, and the boys were just like raring to go. And we had a very intense warm-up, and then leading into that game they actually scored the first try, but we held it together and came back with 3 in that first half. After that they were pretty fired up in that second half, came back with a hiss and a roar, and they scored about 2 or 3 tries on us. But with the captain's kicking, Brody, he held it together for us, and he kicked very well that game. Credit to him. Kept us in the game, and the boys come away with the win. And I just want to thank everyone that came down to that game, and I'm only speaking on behalf of the vice captain and the captain, so the real credit is to them boys. So thanks to all the lads that played this year, the coaches, Mr. Muir, Marty back there, and Jace, Ollie's dad, who helped out, so credit to the boys.